Tonight on KRIS 6 News, after a more than 36-hour search, a suspect has been arrested in Fremont in connection to the shots fired at police officers on New Year's Eve. We'll hear from the Fremont police chief next. And a highly anticipated trial starts next week. We'll look at what Nueces County Courthouse is doing to prepare coming up. And a beloved Padre Island National Seashore employee gets let go. We'll share what we know next. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. The search is over for the Fremont Police Department. Earlier today, they peacefully arrested 22-year-old Damian Rodriguez, the man who they say shot at officers on New Year's Eve. It all started when the Fremont Police Department was investigating a threat made to a Falfurrias police officer. When they arrived to question Rodriguez, Chief Ricardo Garcia says he fired a shot at them. They then called for backup, and that is when Chief Garcia said Rodriguez then fired more shots, thankfully missing the officers. A task force was then put together to find and arrest Rodriguez. According to Chief, around 11:30 in the morning, the task force was able to peacefully arrest Rodriguez at a residence in Fremont, where they recovered a loaded AR-15.
We had close to 100 law enforcement assets that were used today, from helicopters to fixed-wing aircraft to drone. It's a huge response. And today we were able to combine those assets, come up with a plan. DPS took lead on the planning, on the execution of today's mission. It went off flawlessly. We consider a flawless mission one where we were able to apprehend our suspect with no injury, with no direct threat to our community, and that is a successful day. No more law enforcement officers were put in danger or hurt.
Rodriguez was wanted for multiple outstanding warrants, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault of a peace officer, and terroristic threat. He is now in the custody of the Jim Wills County Sheriff's Office. Well, we are just days away from jury selection for the trial of former Uvalde CCISD police officer Adrian Gonzalez, who will be tried right here in Nueces County. Officials expect protesters, media, and more factors that could create chaos at the courthouse. Road closures, media parking, and other preparations are already underway around the facility. Jury selection begins Monday, January 5th, where 450 potential jurors have been subpoenaed. We'll update you on air and online as the trial continues. Well, Governor Greg Abbott is demanding a suspect be extradited from Mexico after one of his appointees was shot and killed last weekend. Eddie Betancourt was 61 years old, a businessman from McAllen who was appointed by Abbott to the Texas Facility Commission. Betancourt was fatally shot inside a business in McAllen on December 27th. Police have been searching for the suspect, Reynaldo Mata Rios, who is believed to have fled to Mexico. Abbott says that if the Mexican government wishes to be a deemed friendly power, they then must refuse to be a sanctuary for those who murder Texans. When Congress returns next week, lawmakers have a long to-do list as they look to address some unfinished business. Our Scripps News Group Nathaniel Reed has more.
When Congress returns next week, lawmakers have a long to-do list as they look to address some unfinished business. It's 2026, meaning expanded premium tax credits have officially expired, and millions of Americans are slated to pay higher premiums or abandon their health care plans altogether due to the higher prices. But on Capitol Hill, don't expect the issue to fade away as lawmakers keep their focus on affordability ahead of the midterm elections. Democrats looking to force Republicans to confront their long-standing inability to rally around a health care plan. President Trump has repeatedly stated a desire to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Republicans on Capitol Hill floated numerous proposals at the end of 2025, but were unable to reach consensus around any potential fix before they left D.C. for the holidays.
We have time constraints. We have different philosophies. There are different ideas. Senator Crapo and Cassidy have a plan. Senator Paul has a plan. Marsha Blackburn has a plan. Susan Collins and Bernie Moreno have a plan. And that's just on the Senate side.
For Democrats, the lack of action creating potential political opportunity in the midterms.
At what point does this just become a campaign issue for 2026?
Well, everything is always a campaign issue around here. But this is so heartbreaking because people who had no control over these premium increases are going to suffer.
Though the issue remains unsolved, the deadline to extend the subsidies has come and gone. But the same cannot be said about government funding, which expires on January 30th. If no action is taken to pass another stopgap or the remaining 9 government funding bills, the government could be in a partial shutdown come January 31st. Also on the docket, proposals to ban stock trading for members of Congress, long a focus of a bipartisan group of lawmakers. There's also the possibility that Republicans attempt to pass another reconciliation bill, which they could do to make changes to taxes or government spending without Democrats' support, similar to President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act. But regardless of what Congress tries to accomplish, they'll have limited time to get things done. In addition to the annual August recess, lawmakers are also slated to be on break for nearly the full month of October to give them time to campaign for the 2026 midterm elections. Nathaniel Reid, Scripps News Group, Washington.
Well, many Federal Emergency Management Agency employees are starting the new year without jobs. They were notified on New Year's Eve via email their positions would not be renewed. The impacted workers are part of FEMA's on-call response and recovery teams. Those are the people who are generally among the first federal boots on the ground during disasters. A FEMA spokesperson pointed out the positions are term limited and fluctuate based on disaster activity. 8,000 employees on those teams work full-time hours on temporary contracts. We know more tonight about what led to the horrible fire at a bar in Switzerland as hundreds gathered to ring in the new year. Investigators say sparkling flares in champagne bottles ignited the fire that killed 40 people and injured more than 100. Scripps News Group investigative correspondent Patrick Terpstra tells us many of the victims have yet to be identified.
Sorrow and a desperate search for answers outside Lake Constellation Bar in the Swiss Alps, where fire broke out during a New Year's celebration, leaving at least 40 dead and more than 115 injured.
What was the worst is the screaming of these young people, the screaming of pain that they had.
Investigators announcing a cause of the fire, sparkling flares attached to champagne bottles. This picture from French broadcaster BFM TV appears to show the moment the fire started and soundproofing foam attached to the ceiling. Witnesses describe bottles like these ones, shown in a 2024 video posted to the bar's YouTube page.
Everything suggests that the fire started from the sparkling candles. From there, a very rapid and general blaze occurred.
Officials say the fire led to at least one explosion, likely caused by a flashover, a phenomenon when fire spreads rapidly in a tightly enclosed space.
And no one survives flashover without grave or mortal injuries or succumbs to the fire effects.
Patrons struggled to escape, some describing a crush at a single staircase leading out.
Everyone was banging on the windows and stuff, screaming. It was like a horror movie.
Investigators are reviewing the bar's evacuation plans and have opened a criminal probe that could lead to negligent homicide charges. Patrick Terpstra, Scripps News Group, Washington.
Well, sticking with international news, an earthquake rattled Mexico City this morning. The quake registered at a 6.5 magnitude, and so far, the president of Mexico has reported little to no damage. The epicenter for the quake was about 15 kilometers southwest of San Marcos, Guerrero. We're heading into the first weekend of the year, and it seems like the weather's heated back up, but will that change any as our weekend progresses? Now, for that answer, we are joined by Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber.
Well, some like it hot, and if you do, you're in luck because that part of the forecast seems to continue, but I think today is the peak of the roller coaster, and then we will be heading down at least a little more down in temperature. So take a look at what we've got outside, this beautiful view from our First Community Bank camera. This one sits atop the Lex, and we get a nice view at night. The beautiful Harbor Bridge lights have been stunning by day. The sunshine pouring down on the harbor looks pretty nice if you ask me, but if you notice, if you look closely enough, a little bit of shaky. We've got a breeze out there, and when we do, this camera will let you know. We like to call it the shaky camera for that reason, but that wind today, that breeze, is what is giving us these insanely warm temperatures. Right now we are sitting at 87 degrees. That is, or was, the record high temperature for today. Did we beat it? Is this as hot as we get? I'll explain, but if you want to know what the temperature is like across other parts of the coastal bend, yes, it does get hotter. A 92-degree reading in Falfurrias right now. How hot will the weekend be? Answers ahead.
The marine life community of the Coastal Bend is responding to a surprising announcement. On Tuesday, Dr. Donna Shaver with the Padre Island National Seashore announced that she will no longer be serving as a Texas coordinator of the Sea Turtle Stranding and Salvage Network. In her post to the Facebook, Shaver says the departure was not her choice and was one of, quote, devastating sadness. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam spoke with one of the individuals who got to work alongside her.
So Donna Shaver not being in this position anymore could have a negative impact, at least temporarily. She had a network of people that she worked with. Institutional knowledge is what's going to be lost with her not being in this position.
Now, Dr. Shaver still works with the National Seashore in her current title there. Chris 6 has sent a request to Washington, D.C. in order to speak with Dr. Shaver, but as of our reporting, we have not received a response.
Once a month, the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History opens its doors for a homeschool day. I'm Jada Jenkins in Corpus Christi, showing you how students are learning outside of the classroom.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
The Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History is hosting a homeschool day, giving homeschool students the chance to learn in a hands-on, interactive setting. I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jada Jenkins in Corpus Christi, showing you what the students are learning today. Inside the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History, learning looks a little different. I walked through the museum with Madeline Fontenot, the Director of Education. She says Homeschool Day brings in families looking for new ways to teach their children outside of their homeschool setting.
So maybe they're missing certain opportunities that are available to children in a school district.
One of those families is the Canivas.
I was getting burnt out trying to spread myself thin. I was trying to do outsource stuff and I couldn't do it because I couldn't keep up with that and then life.
Fanny Caniva is a mother of 3 autistic children and homeschools all of them.
So this gives me the opportunity to give them the education I feel they deserve.
Fanny says programs like this one gives her family more than just a change of scenery, but a hands-on experience as one of her daughter's favorite subject is science.
But she does the repeating thing. She's like, science, 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 science. And she's like talking about like replaying the whole day. It just builds it and it makes it grow a little more.
And says she sees the difference in her kids.
It's gonna help them. My kids talk now and they read now.
And without programs like Homeschool Day, Fanny says they wouldn't be as well-rounded.
I think all 3 of them.
Fontenot says this day is about more than science experiments and exhibits. It's about being there for the kids and especially for the parents who need support.
It's really about building that community, I feel like.
The museum says they're always looking for volunteers to help students learn and engage with the exhibits. For more information on how you can volunteer, head over to our website at christv.com. In Corpus Christi, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jada Jenkins, Chris 6 News.
Lots of fun things to do this weekend, and the weather looks to cooperate, at least if you like the warm weather. I'll tell you what to expect when we come back. Hey, happy Friday. Beautiful view outside. I hope you have enjoyed the warmth, and really, I think we can call it heat at this point. Golden hour upon us, and we are still seeing some very, very warm weather here. We have passed the afternoon high temperatures. We're on our way back down, and we are still warmer than that record for a couple of places. It's hot out there. But our almanac for Corpus Christi tells us, did we beat the record? Did we tie it? Oh, we beat it, all right. That record of 87, we last hit that back in 2006, originally broke the record in 2000, and we did it easily today. 89 degrees. That's the power of southwest winds here in the coastal bend. But again, it's January 2nd. We tend to every now and then have a real hot start to the year. The hottest start to the year was back in 2022 on January 1st, but we just set another record here, a new one for January 2nd. But this will be the peak of our temperature roller coaster. We're going to come back down from here into the weekend. It's still going to be very warm, near record for Saturday. We have a lot to talk about. So let's get right to it as we make those plans to head out and about for Friday night. Art walk tonight, anyone? It's looking like a good one. Short sleeves kind of weather. The temperatures will be falling after that sun says goodnight, but I think we can keep the sweater in the car. You may not need it as we head into tonight's heading out hours. But 87, that's the temperature we're holding on to at the airport in Robstown. 88 in Kingsville right now. 87 is what it feels like in Falfurrias because we have a breeze, a dry, hot breeze, but the actual air temperature reading 90 degrees. And right now, finally, we are seeing those temperatures come down. I think we're delayed with that reading from George West, still reporting 91 degrees, but Falfurrias was at 92 at the beginning of this newscast. Now we've come down to 90. So we're starting to cool off just a little bit. Along the coast, you guys are probably wondering what we're talking about because you've been hanging out in those 70s all day, but that's the benefit of being along the coast. You also have that humidity, which makes it harder to have big ranges from the morning low temperature to the afternoon high temperature. But for the inland neighborhoods where we're drier because the direction of the wind, yeah, we can have those bigger ranges. It's easier, it's less work when you don't have as many water molecules in the way, right? So if this is how Friday went, what's next as we head on into the weekend, right? We had a hot Friday. We're still going to be very warm into Saturday. And here's what's going on. The wind direction, again, playing a really big role in this. Right now, we're still seeing generally west or southwest winds across the coastal bend. And as we head on into the overnight period, those winds will be more gentle. That means temperatures under clear skies will still have the opportunity to fall. We'll bottom out pretty similarly to how we woke up this morning with temperatures near 60 degrees. But here's our little wrinkle in the atmosphere, just showing that change really in where we've got humidity and where we don't. Basically a dry line here. But look at this, a cold front near the Red River Valley down into DFW out toward Lubbock. That cold front is going to make it to the coastal bend tomorrow. Do you think it's going to cool us down? Not a chance. Here's why. We have something called downsloping winds. Even though the air behind that is cool, some science happens there. So southwest winds kept us warm today. Tomorrow, when that front moves through, we're going to have northwest winds, and that creates something called down-sloping winds. That cooler air is in the higher elevations of the Edwards Plateau. So as that air comes down to sea level, it was cool, it's going to compress and warm. And so that is going to leave us with temperatures that are hotter behind the cold front, believe it or not. In this case, hotter means 85 for Saturday afternoon. The coolest afternoon of the week will be Sunday, 72.
Now, the local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the
If you haven't locked in a New Year's resolution yet, we have a great one for 2026. Get out, explore, and fall in love with your neighborhood all over again.
Just like we did. That's right, and Coastal Bend Weekend makes it easy, too. We're highlighting ways to help kick off the start of the brand new year with events happening in your neighborhood.
The first Friday Art Walk of the year is taking over downtown Corpus Christi today. Expect fresh art, creative vibes, and fun for all ages.
The Art Center is also hosting its Kids Walk with a kids zone in the courtyard featuring free art activities for families, plus live music, local vendors, and plenty to explore.
It all kicks off 4 p.m. and runs until 8.
Are you ready to try something new? The Corpus Christi Tennis Association is serving up a tennis pop-up at La Palmera Mall.
You're gonna love this event. Stop on by between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. for a quick lesson. Check out demos and even win some prizes.
And just because Christmas is over doesn't mean the magic has to end.
Love, Laughter, and Lights continues at Roberts Point Park with a nightly holiday light show twinkling to some of your favorite tunes.
Catch the dazzling display Friday and Saturday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Over in Robstown, it's movie time over at the Keach Family Library. The film will be rated G or PG, making it perfect for the whole family.
Popcorn is provided, and you're welcome to bring your own snacks or lunch to enjoy during the show. It happens Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Now, folks, for more events happening in your neighborhood, make sure you visit our website, christv.com.
And hey, if you'd like your event featured, send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. From the studio, I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman, Chris 6 News.
Well, some special events in the stars kick off this weekend. We'll share the details next.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
The new year is kicking off with a couple of big celestial events. The Wolf Moon is 2026's first supermoon, which generally indicates a full moon that's closer than normal to Earth and seems larger and brighter in the sky. The full moon's light will make it harder to see. The second event, the quadrantid meteor shower. The meteor shower will reach peak activity Saturday evening. Astronomers say the shower will be active through January 16th. So will we be able to see something like that here?
Well, you know what helps is having clear skies, and that's exactly what we have in the forecast. I really think even if you had to run the AC today, it's not too much of a problem because we had a beautiful view outside. I mean, look at this view from our downtown studio Skycam. This is phenomenal weather for Art Walk. It's the first Friday of the month and it's the first Friday of the year. So if you're heading out, here's what you need to know. Temperatures are still warm as we head through the next couple of hours here. I don't think you'll need a sweater. We are going to fall through the 60s, but overall those winds will be pretty light. And then as we head on into next week, we're going to keep our fingers crossed for some rainfall. I don't have any in the 7-day forecast, but a little sprinkle of hope after yesterday's kind of bleak drought update is that we may see some as we head into January 8th. Through the 12th, and so that would be some very good news. But for us here, the next 7 days are going to be feeling warm. If you're looking for the coolest afternoon of the week, that's going to be 72 degrees, and that's still warmer than we typically expect to be for this time of the year. So not bad, not bad.
Not bad, but we do want some of that rain.
Yes, we do.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you here tonight at 6.
Bye.